Hey everyone, Josh Martinez here, and welcome to video 2 of our Future Foundation series. Today we're going to talk about what is a futures broker and how to place your first trade. Let's get to the fun stuff first. Let's talk about how to place your first trade, and then we'll talk about brokers. So I'm going to use TradingView. TradingView is a charting software. They are not a broker. You are able to connect your brokers to TradingView. This charting software, they have a free version. If you want to use them, it's up to you to sign up. If not, no big deal. But then they have paid version. I am using a paid version. When you pick your broker, which we're going to talk about in just a few moments, I'm going to share with you who I use. You're going to be given an option to use a demo account, a practice account. We highly recommend you use a practice account to start out with and make all your silly mistakes as a new trader on your practice account. Very important to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get a little bit of fun with this. And we're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to use our replay button. We're going to go back in time, and we're going to place our trades using TradingView. And let's go ahead and go to our trade panel. And here we go. So in your futures broker, you're going to have the ability to pick and choose. Do you want to sell the market or do you want to buy the market? You can use market orders, limit orders, stops, limits. We're just going to use a market order. Make it simple. A market order means you get an instant fill. Your broker, which is going to get you in the market, and you can open and close trades. And just practice, have some fun. So we're going to do what's called buy, one contract at a time. When I have one, it says my tick value is $5. If I want to increase it to 2, you'll notice my tick value is $10. I can always just type in here 1 and it goes back to 5. When I click buy, you're going to see the entry 3, 2, 1, buy, and now we're in, right? We've just pressed the buy button. Okay, so here, and now, what are we looking at? So here we have a horizontal line and an arrow representing the buy. Down here, you're going to see P&L move up and down. And then you have this like weird thing that says TP and SL. So TP means take profit. So you can left click and drag up. And notice when I do so, it shows $1,085, meaning that if the market were to go to that level, I would make $1,000 or $1,085. I can left click over at my SL, that's my stop loss. And if the market were to fall and touch that level, I would lose $1,040, right? And so you can pick whatever you want. Traditionally, your strategy will tell you where your stop loss goes and where your limit goes. You can always trade micros. A micro is just MNQ, so everything will be 90% less, okay? And then I'll just confirm, and we are good to go. So I'm going to move this. One candlestick at a time. And as the candlesticks move, you can see here it's negative $325. Down here, negative $325. Another candlestick. And you can begin to see how the market will fluctuate, going up and down, up and down. And then when the market finally hits our target or our exit, you'll see what happens. Okay, so now there's the buy, there's the exit. And down here bottom, this is your total P&L. So we placed one trade. We had a drawdown of $375, and we're up $1,085. All right, so let's say you go, I'm going to buy the market. Let's buy. So you go to your buy, market, one contract, you press buy, and you go, oh, shoot, I didn't mean to buy, right? Not yet. I got to get out of this trade. See that X? Just left click over the X. Your broker may have like a close button. Just click the X and then close your position, and you're done. And that's it. So let's just pretend that we wanted to do a buy, right? And we think this market's going to go way up. So let's just buy the market now. Okay. You're going to have a stop loss. There's a million ways to make money in this market. And then there's one way to lose it all. And that's trading without a protective stop loss order. And what that means specifically is that you need to be able to define what you're willing to lose before you place your trade. So here it's $1,720 risk to make $4,000. Let's just see what happens. So as the market moves, the market's going to move in waves. You can kind of see the P&L is going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. Oh, I got to confirm this. Now we're live. Okay, now we're good to go. Okay, and so up and down, up and down, up and down. And you can just kind of see the fluctuation, how we make money, we lose money. All this, again, this is all practice, but I just kind of want to see how you place these trades, and you kind of see how this works. And I'm going to show you, and then bingo, bango, there it is, right? The trade is done. Okay, and so in this particular scenario, we got out of the trade, and now our total P&L is $5,090. Okay, 3 trades, and we had 2 of the trades win, 1 of the trade loses. Our max drawdown is 475. Let's say you wanted to sell the market. What would you do? Well, you just press the sell button, and then you just press sell, and then you then do the same thing but opposite. You put your stop up here, you put your take profit there, you confirm it, and now we'll go candlestick by candlestick, and we'll see, is that a good thing or bad thing? So we'll go one by one. You're up $440. Now you're only up $15, and then you're like, oh, all right, that worked. That worked. Okay, great. I didn't know if that was gonna work or not. Normally, I like to buy indexes, but that was kind of neat. Anyway, so now you're up $6,725. And now you say, you know what? I think this market's going to keep going. Great. Buy the market. Put your stop loss. And now let's go after a $8,000 winner, right? There's all hypothetical stuff. Anyways, confirm and let's go. Let's see what happens. As the market moves, it fluctuates up and down, up and down, up and down. And this is why future traders become future traders, because you can make a whole lot in a short period of time with a little bit of margin strategically. As long as you're willing to take on the risk, you can look to get the reward. Let's see what happens. And so what you want to do is you want to practice. Everything that we're doing, we're just playing around, we're practicing, we're pretending. And this is what you want to do on your side too. You want to just practice. You want to pick your broker and practice, practice, practice. Oh, we got to talk about brokers too, so let's do that. So let's keep going. You kind of see we're up kind of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Well, actually, we have a bias because we already knew this is just a practice field. At any given moment, if I wanted to move my stop, if I go, well, I want to try to lock in some profit or lower my risk, I can always bring it up and just reconfirm it. Not a big deal. And so these are all the cool things that I can do along this journey. And so let's see if the market actually rallies. It's trying, we're up $5,000 now. Let's see. Will we hit the 8,000? I don't know. It looks pretty close. So that's going to be your job as a trader, is like, well, do you want to just take it? It's like sometimes you're like, oh, I'm up $6,000. Let's just take it and close the trade. And now you're up. And that's it. And then you bring it, and let's see. And then you bring it to the live market, and now you're done. And that's it. And so congratulations. So that's placing trades, right? Just practice. Practice, buy the market, sell the market, open trades, close trades, do limit orders, do market orders, do pending, do stop orders, and have some fun with it. Okay, so let's talk about brokers. So what is a broker? So the broker is going to be the entity that lets you place these trades. TradingView is not a broker. There's charting software, great place to practice. I like it, but a broker is like an online bank. You're going to Google futures broker, and when you do that, you're going to see lots of different brokers. Just find something that fits your needs with great reviews. I'm going to share with you what I do in a second, but and then in there, they usually will give you an opportunity to get a practice account, a demo account. They just really just want your email and your name, and then you can practice for like 30 days. And then if you choose, hey, I like this technology, I like them, and you open up a real account, then it's like opening up a bank, right? They're going to want your first name, last name, email address, phone number, where you live. They want your driver's license. They want a utility bill to prove where you live. They want to know your experience as a trader. Just be honest, right? Because they're going to cater technology to you based upon your experience, which is a good thing in my opinion. Then they're going to ask you to acknowledge all the risk involved in trading. So they're going to give you a bunch of documents. They're going to, like, technology documents, how they process orders, how they track you, the risk of loss, stuff like that. Once you accept everything, that's mandatory. If you don't accept it, they won't let you open an account. But once you accept everything, Then you go under a pending review and they'll say, we'll let you know. Right? So after 24 to 72 hours, you normally get an email that says, congratulations, you have been approved. Or if they need more information, they'll say, hey, we need more information. Then you go through the approval process. Once you do that, you will then fund your account. When you fund your account, you now have money in your broker. You get a username and passcode, normally like a application you download or just a website you go to, and then you will see your money, and then you can press the buy button or press the sell button. And then if you're right, you make money. If you're wrong, you lose money. So one of the things I really appreciate about TradingView is they went through a process and they vetted some brokers, right? Connect through our trusted brokers. Now, I do not work for TradingView. I just like their platform. And so these are a list of brokers. Now, these are going to be Forex brokers, future brokers, stock brokers, ETF brokers. And so still do your due diligence, but you can kind of see their ratings. Now, I have personally used a lot of these, but what I'm using right now is NinjaTrader. They're specific to futures. They cater to futures traders. And tastytrade. tastytrade has futures traders as well as ETFs, as well as stocks, as well as options, right? And so why did I pick them? Well, they're located in my country. They're regulated by my government, and they have incredible customer support. When I call them, they pick up, they're knowledgeable, they're friendly, they're happy, and they answer my questions, and I'm not on hold, and I like that a lot. tastytrade technology is excellent. NinjaTrader is a little bit older, but once you learn them, it's really straightforward to place trades, and automation is really very useful with NinjaTrader. Spreads wise, right? Commissions, it's about $5 round turn, $2.50 to open a trade, $2.50 to close a trade. Not that big of a deal to me. And so I like them because they're in my country, regulated by my government, great technology, great customer support, and their commissions are reasonable. Their fill orders are very, very reasonable. And then I can also connect them here to TradingView, and then I can place trades. Now, again, what is a futures broker? It's just the entity that lets you place your trades. Very important that you practice, do a demo account, and place 25, 50 trades practicing, opening trades, closing trades. Have fun with it. Continue on with these lessons because we'll teach you how to find direction, entry stops, limits, risk management, teach you different strategies along the way. Hey everyone, my name is Josh Martinez. I really appreciate the opportunity. Have a wonderful day.